It's the Colts who come out at 10-2.
Oh yeah, I can barely hear you though. Like I hear you, but it's kind of low. That's a little bit better. All right. Let's see what we got going on here.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Luck on first down. A dump off for Mason. And he's got room.
That guy was keeping up with me stride for stride.
A huge play there right off the bat.
I was waiting for him to jump.
So they're operating in the red zone. From the red zone now. Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make
half a second.
When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home.
That was all green. All green. Just needed enough time to follow through, but they got me.
And the first carry of the game here for Trey Mason. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up in a 3rd and 12 situation. Here's the offense, and if you're the defense, Charles, you really have to focus on that guy that's highlighted on the screen.
You're talking about pure speed. T.Y. Hilton can get down the middle of the field and really stretch a defense.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Oh, he dropped that shit.
These big guys are featured receivers. They move
all
over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to.
I thought he had it too. Yeah, it's Doyle.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Now the return, Rashad Green. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
On first down, Bortles.
Oh, you got to catch that. Oh, man.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr.
I'll take it, though. I'll take it. He need to catch that one.
Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And now it's 3rd down. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Vontae Davis is one of the strongest cornerbacks in the league. Equally adept at playing the run and the pass.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Good D.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now.
Couple of shit calls in there, but we'll take it.
Until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Get away, get away.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
No surprise at all that a Penn State linebacker named Paul Posluszny usually leads his team in tackles.
Yeah, I don't know all about Posluszny. I'm going to stay away from his ass.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. And the jags get to him as down he goes. Khalil Mack charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. 2nd down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just
think I got a feel for it now.
On the running play and stopped them short of a 1st down.
Yeah.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Jaguars getting set to go. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, that wasn't a damn face mask.
At the line of scrimmage. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower.
He's about to break his neck is what he's about to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
Got him. Aaron Lynch, feed me.
At the 45. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
long. It's Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
Almost.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get loud. I want to hear you.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's a
Get away, get away.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Now Mason. And he'll fight for it to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Block on 3rd down. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a first down throw. Lock. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
See you playing them
Good
flats.
quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it.
See
If
you
there's
playing
no
them
pressure,
flat zones.
he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
Oh, nice.
Out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So 2nd and 10 here. On 2nd and 10, Lock completes it to Moncrief left side. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Draft and free agency. My whole team's different. Draft and free agency. Build them up.
Now they run. It's Mason. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Lock. Left side, it's Dorsett. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They come up in an offset eye. And here we go on 1st and goal. Mason. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. So 3rd and goal. The defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
There we go, Jack. Don't drop that one.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass and it to hit the end zone.
It's really not a surprise to
barely
me
got that in
throwing down in the NFL because of how
Dwayne Allen hurt for the rest of the year.
What offenses like to do is still show.
Yeah, he just got injured last week. Got like a broke finger or some shit.
In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And last drive, 3 and out.
Yeah.
Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession.
Nowhere.
Stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Trying to hit the tight end Bennett, but it's intercepted. Picked off here by C.O. Moore. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do. That recipe on
yeah, I still got him. He can't get replaced after this year, though.
Looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see.
Oh, man. Dropsies.
T.Y. Hilton, the intended
Dropsies
receiver.
all day.
And now it's 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a good gain.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can
Shit,
do it
that's
all.
not what I want.
I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Luck now to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown,
Soft zone.
Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
Yeah, man, you got to be more active in the free agency, make a couple trades, and draft. My defense was complete garbage last year. It's completely new team now.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes it.
Hey, man, that's some Basham brothers in there. Lynch and Ely. Tearing boys up all year long. Don't feel bad. That's just how they do.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles.
Oh, shit.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 40.
Still put a lick on the quarterback, though.
For what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition, because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that. When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now Bortles. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's
Jesus.
And he'll be brought down
to
the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
No, sir.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Gus Bradley may be a defensive mind, but he's going to leave his offense out to go for it on 4th down. Bortles to throw for it on 4th down. Now they go screen. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On 1st down, Bortles. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player. And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Let's go. Let's get that stop here.
Here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Throwing is Bortles. He finds Roberts complete. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Bortles to throw. Now he's hit. Bortles fumble. It's loose.
It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And that brings up 4th down.
I don't know how they do stuff so fast. Got in like
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34.
I missed it.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Green to bring it back. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Bortles now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Hassan Ridgeway in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. They've got his man complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work out a little bit more.
From midfield, here's Bortles. Flushed out right.
Got him. Oh! The rook.
And they will set up shop at their own 40.
First pick of the year for the rook.
Look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Who hijacked what now?
I hijacked the stool on that.
Oh, the black one? always did like that, Stu.
Yeah.
They come up in an offset eye. The drive begins with Mason. And he'll cut it to the right sideline.
No need for that dude to not be so fast.
Inside the 5 at the 4. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
They'll run again.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback.
He just manhandled my guard over here.
As well. How about that tackle right there?
Just threw him down like he's a small child.
Able to play the run and the pass so well.
Now Luck, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief with touchdown number 8 on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Change up personnel.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you're doing.
Oh!
Intercepted a 3rd time.
Took it.
A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45.
Desmond Southward.
Now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back.
Yeah, no, he's really in the NFL.
Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get
He's a backup, but yeah, he's really in the
to stay in
NFL.
that groove here this go around. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do?
My guy got them hops, though.
You don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Look at that play by Khalil Mack. Another tackle for loss. I don't know how you game plan against him because he can do a little bit of everything, and he does it with such an explosive flair, too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got Moncrief. A very solid gain of 27.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate.
That's why you got to draft and bring in quicker guys. Trust me, I let go of all my DBs, except for Vontae. He's my slowest one. But he's overall like fucking 90-something, so it ain't like I'm getting rid of him anytime soon.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover in the end zone.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
They'll run here with Mason. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now Luck. This will be caught at about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts have got it on cruise control.
Man, that's why, hey, man, what you doing after this, man? You don't play again?
Now it's
Nah, we can play a little later. You work tomorrow?
Yeah, that's why.
Ah, shit. So now I gotta hop off for a bit after this one, but I'll be back on a little bit later.
One more.
Man. Trust me, it'd be quick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. The
Okay.
return man now is Danny Woodhead. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Henry Anderson. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7
Boys
for
are
him
all the way
year.
down the field.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing off, he gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
Now Bortles. And Robinson with a big catch.
Oh, how did he catch
And
that?
they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
He's an NFL player too.
Is set to take the field, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last
Shit,
night.
I don't know. I picked him up free agency.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right?
He's a 3rd-year player though, so
replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes.
that was all daylight right there. All daylight.
Make some adjustments, but
You
again,
got to
have
get
great
past that fat
confidence,
dude.
having scored the last time out.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to go up top, and that's caught by Moncrief. Indianapolis touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is taken at the 3. And it's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Bortles to throw on second down. Caught inside by Robinson. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness
Get out of here,
in
you
the
can
middle
catch
of the
that.
field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were in.
I didn't even get there. How's that a pass? Man.
So roughing the passer.
I didn't even hit square, so how's that a roughing the
Notice
pass?
how the offensive line responded. A couple went to check on the quarterback, and a couple went to the guy who hit the quarterback. No one likes to see their quarterback hit.
Bortles now on first down. And this is going to be close.
Ah, come on, Lynch.
Fight for the football. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. To throw is Bortles. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh!
Nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Bortles will try again on second down. And incomplete there.
Draxiis.
Nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Bortles to throw. On the screen, this is Woodhead. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Green 90. Green 90. Check 93.
Now Bortles got to have this one. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Seth Roberts, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Here's luck now on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Ah.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent.
Ah, come on, Lynch. You got to catch that.
And just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Every time I see a hitch pattern dropped, I go back to the combine because there's a drill that they use all the time that's called the gauntlet drill, where a receiver catches the ball and just works his way straight down the line and catches it from different sides. And the problem with that drill is that you don't actually have to secure the catch. You just kind of catch it, drop it immediately, and keep moving. And sometimes that shows up on plays like this.
He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. So again, they'll throw with Bortles. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Oh, my God. How did he get that?
Touchdown, Jaguars. Julius Thomas, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed.
That one somehow just went straight through my hand.
I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you can do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They come up in an offset eye. Starting the drive with Mason on the ground. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
One receiver left is Hilton. They go play action here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he'll run this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Luck now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's Pat McAfee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
It's Bortles surveying the field. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Aaron Lynch in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And they're going to go soft on the corners. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And able to find Green. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Bortles to throw once more. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't.
He's a rookie I just drafted.
Popped up in the air. It almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Those boys were not on the same page.
Now here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Bortles. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to
All right, good game, Royce.
And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
I sent it to you already, everyone.
I seen it.
Huh?
I seen it.
Oh, okay.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.